because I wasn't following you.
Yeah.
So I'm not even sure how I found your page. I think you just came up, and I was like, oh shit, I was just there.
Bro,
I was just in Seattle. Like, what the heck?
I'm not even kidding you. That was kind of like, it was. I messaged you that one long message at first because I've been looking for like mentorship. So your Instagram has been really inspiring. I was thinking before you even fucking messaged me, bro, or commented just like, hey, sick trip. I was like, I gotta get in contact with this guy. I just want to pop in the studio. I want to check it out. And then you commented like next day, bro.
Oh shit, really?
It was like, I'm not one. Appreciate you sharing, man.
But hell yeah, man. Welcome to Killa's Table. I appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
Tell everyone who you are, where they can find you, and we'll do it again later too. But tell them who you are.
Right on. My name's Andrew Tylinda. That's my real name. I go by Acid Murphy for production and music stuff. You can find me on andrew.tylenol on Instagram or acid.murphy also on Instagram. Those are the two handles that I use on there for sure.
So it does say Tylenol.
Yeah, Tylenol.
I read it. I was like, I read it, and then when you sent me your information and put, I was like, well, I must have read that wrong.
Yeah.
But it does say Tylenol. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So even to explain that one, so my last name's Tylinda, and I grew up in Mexican American community for sure, border towns. People look at that last name, freak out. You know, I'm Mexican American, but my dad was white. He was the white one, right? He brought over this strange last name, Tylinda. So people would read that and be like, Tilenda, Tylenol.
It's fucking it up.
Yeah, so I made it a joke too. Like I was like, I cure people's headaches, you know, like stuff like that, you know. So
that'd be a dope producer name, though.
Yo,
I
have to switch it up.
Yeah, I'm curing on your song.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I just flipped it into like it was a Twitter handle at first because Twitter was popping when I was in community college, like 8 years ago or whatever. So people would. I came from a small town, so I'd be walking around and be like, "Hey, you're Andrew Tylenol from Twitter, huh?" And I'm just getting like a Starbucks. I'm like, "What's up, guys?" Because I'd always just I'd be trying to post funny jokes and shit, or just come up with like wild things. Like I don't know, I was always trying to say out of pocket shit.
Twitter shit.
Yes, sir. I was always trying to be out of pocket, and people would find it funny. So that's where Tylenol came from.
When I saw it, I was like, "That's pretty dope."
Yeah.
I wish I had that. I wish I could take that.
Yeah.
Because when I seen your last name, I was like, I must have read that shit wrong, but I didn't. So
no, you're right. That just became my alter ego on the internet for sure.
Dope.
And maybe soon producer name. Yeah, the new producer name. Yeah, I've been using Acid Murphy for a while. That one came from first one, acid. Obvious. I did some acid when I was in my 20s. See all the colors, all that fun stuff. Really into.
You still do acid?
Not now. I haven't touched it.
I never tried it. I'm
so
scared.
I would say it is scary. It's something to be careful with. I definitely did a little too much at some times. I was never doing like 2 tabs. I wasn't that kind of guy. I'd do like 1 or I would microdose a lot. But it definitely fried me, even if it wasn't like I wasn't going over the top.
Yeah.
It still definitely fried me a bit during that phase of my life. But I was always inspired by psychedelic stuff as well. Mushrooms as well, like just the effects.
So you just stuck with acid.
Acid,
I
yeah.
just stuck with acid.
Yeah, so I stuck that. And then Acid Murphy just sounded so sick to me one day because I took Murphy from this dude. I don't know if you ever heard of the band LCD Sound System. They're like some old 2000s indie band. But
I might have heard their song, but
you might have heard one in the ether somewhere. They get played every now and then at a club maybe. But the lead singer, his name was James Murphy. And he has like a whole documentary on him because indie people. But he started late in his music career. He started at like 39 or what he felt is late because I don't want to put labels on ages or anything like that.
Now with all the albums dropping now, you can't.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. So he released it pretty late and he was just like, it's never too late to start. So I was inspired by that, and I just put them together, Acid Murphy, and I thought that shit sounded sick. And I stuck with it ever since.
That is dope.
Yeah.
Acid Murphy.
Yeah.
Acid Murphy Tylenol.
Yes, sir. Yeah. All drugs, all plug.
Yeah, see? It's already there.
Oh, man, what kind of brand am I making? My mom will hate that.
So what else do you do, like, as far as, because I really didn't know you engineered.
Yeah, so it all started.
So you produce, you're beat maker, you engineer, mix master, all that?
Yeah, I try, dude.
Okay.
I'm a learner. I'm a student for sure.
Me too. I'm still learning.
Hell yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, student mentality, bro. I started in garages and punk bands and shit. You know, it used to start with one dude getting his iPhone out.
You were just doing.
So I started because I was tired of that when people would just be like, all right, let's record a demo. And I'm like, we have 4 instruments. Like, we could do multi-track. Like, get a rock band mic at least, bro. You know, like, let's start cheap. Yeah. So we had, started DIY as fuck. Grew up, like, bedrooms, garages, working on music with people in high school.
Thugging it out,
man.
Absolutely,
Getting cheap mics. One of my first projects I recorded was a band from my hometown. We were called Juliet. And that was my...
Where's your hometown?
Calexico, California, or Imperial Valley, California.
Calexico.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever driven to San Diego.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
all the time. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You pass right through us, bro.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from.
I know exactly what that is.
That's where I'm from. I had homies in the band, and, like, we had friends in other bands. They're putting out demos, and I'm like, dang, I know these can sound better. I've heard these dudes play in the room. This shit sounds so sick, but when it gets... cast to just the iPhone.
In the phone. Yeah.
It sounds bad. So I was like, all right, well, I got to change this. So I started with Focusrite, 2 input. Yeah. You get 2 cheap mics. I put one on front of the drum. Yeah, starter kit, bro. Kit, one front of the drum, one overhead, and I was like, I'm like the smartest dude ever. I'm the best engineer.
I've mic'd a drum with 1 mic before.
That's crazy.
It was the most stressful, successful shit I've ever done. Like,
it's hard, right, dude? It puts some hair on your chest as far as engineering, and I knew I was limited, so I had to make it work. And you got to make it work. If you got 1 mic, you got to make it work, and you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I was doing
it's gonna take some time, but you make it work.
Exactly, and I was doing the whole mic setup on the amps and shit. I never got to do a full live band recording. That's one of my dreams in the next 2 years or so. But
I've been doing this for a long time. I've never been able to do a full drum kit. I would love to do that.
Right, dude.
It's always pieces of instruments come in. They'll play the rest, or trumpet, or even the symphony, the Casa Grande Symphony. Even they tracked one at a time.
Yes.
Even I couldn't mic everything. I'm like, but it still sounded good though.
Yeah, damn, you did a symphony. Yeah, that's so sick.
Was dope. That was a bucket list thing, Chad.
That's a goal for me too.
Yeah,
damn, that's sick.
Beautiful moments, man. Beautiful.
There you get it, man. Yeah, like you get into that world of multi-track recording where it's like, okay, I can't record the whole thing. Let's do it one at a time. And that's where I really got inspired. I'm doing drums first. We set up this drum back area to keep it padded and stuff, so it didn't sound too echoey in the garage. We had the mics. I put pillows around the amps to give it a compression of some kind. You
could put socks on the mics. That's what we used to do.
You fucking know, bro. Socks on the mic. That's cool. I still do that. I'm not gonna lie. When I'm at home, and some of those plosives are coming through. I try that
shit. One sock I have laying around in my closet. Put it on the mic. On my live mic. Go that go.
Yes. So I was doing that shit, man, and. That first project was real inspiring. I mixed it all. I mastered it all. Oh yeah.
You want me to do it? You want to do it?
I got it. Hell yeah, man. I'm down.
But keep talking. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I was super stoked on.
How long ago was that when you?
I'm gonna say
step forward.
2017. I'm gonna say.
Shit.
So it's been about 7, 8 years, almost 10 years. Yeah. So I've been doing this for a minute. I'm still proud of that project. I'll still run that shit back, and I'm still it sounds like trash, after you learn more stuff.
It's growth, though. You know what I'm saying?
Growth, and I loved it. And
it's so important is growth.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I got my start. I did some hardcore bands as well. I don't know if you get really into heavy music yourself, but
yeah, I love Slipknot.
You love Slipknot?
Oh my
Fuck
God.
Yeah.
I met these dudes before. They're cool ass dudes. Cool ass man.
Yeah, I just got on that too. I'm gonna take this real quick.
Yeah, boom. Oh, it's cold, man. I turned on the AC. I was sweating. So I was hot. Now I'm cold. So that's cool. I didn't know that you did all that. So that's dope. So now, kind of catch us up. Catch us up, because now you're starting to build a brand. But before you started to build a brand, catch us up to there.
Before I started building the brand, where was I, man? Yeah, I'm still at home, living in Calexico.
After doing that mix that you're proud of.
Yeah, after doing those mixes, after making that Juliet project. I think we just called it the Juliet EP. I actually moved out to San Diego for a minute.
Is it still out there? Is it still on the internet somewhere?
Yeah, it is on Bandcamp. Check it out on Bandcamp.
On Bandcamp.
Sure. Somewhere. Probably on SoundCloud too somewhere, but
the Juliet Project.
Project. Rock music on fucking street on SoundCloud's wild. But after that, I moved out to Phoenix. I start making more beats. I get involved with my girlfriend's younger brother, my now fiance. Her younger brother, and
shout out to your fiance.
Shout out to my fiance Marisa, love you.
Shout out Marisa.
And then her younger brother Ian, we formed the Flu, and that's one of the things. Yeah. That's where we start getting idea of like branding.
Is it a group? Is it a group?
It's a duo kind of group. Like my fiance's involved sometimes. She sang on a track with us, or she used to sit in the room. We haven't been making music recently, just due to time restrictions on my end.
Can I get an invite when you're making music one day?
Dude, I would love that. To sit. I would love to bring that over here, actually.
Oh, that would be dope. That'd be dope.
I was going to talk to him later about it. I would love that because we started making music a lot just in the room. Dude, our first song, I was ripping off the White Stripes, like blues rock. Blues rock. Like, it didn't even make sense, and we end up in hip-hop because I always make rap beats. I love rap music. I love hip-hop.
So you play...
Yeah, I play guitar. Awesome. I play bass. I can kind of play drum. You know, like I can hold the
program drum.
I can program drums like
motherfucker.
Yeah, I can program those drums. But playing, you know, I'm like,
yeah, something simple. Yeah,
something simple. I can, you know, figure stuff out on keys, not godly or nothing like that. But MIDI is a great help, you know, when you're just punching stuff in. So we're starting to make Flu songs. We really start leaning into like a hip hop direction because they're a writer. Like my fiance's younger brother's a writer, and they really love rap music too. So they're like, I'm writing raps now, dude. And I was like, I have hella beats.
But if you have something to say, that's dope.
Yes.
It's probably the best genre if you have something to say.
It's exactly how we started doing that. And then we started messing on Photoshop, finding colors. You start finding your style, right?
Like setting up your whole color palette.
Exactly, yeah. Like I love messing with those colors. Going back to the acid stuff of psychedelia, I really brought in heavy color uses, like 60s stuff, a lot of glitchy effects for the modern
I saw
internet.
the cassette. You took it back. You took it back. I was like, okay, so that's what caught my eye. That's the thing that caught my eye. I'm like, oh shit, this is dope.
I gotta bring one to you. I still have a few of those laying around.
You have ones like made?
I made them. I made them all myself. I made a zine as well. So I really want to work with artists that like want to do all that kind of shit, where they
like the nostalgic feel.
Nostalgic
feel. Super nostalgic.
Yes, where like I love when I grew up. One of the first CDs I got was Green Day's American Idiot, bro. I opened that up. I still remember like lyric booklets, shit like that.
Yeah, that shit. They don't do that no more.
They don't. That
shit was a centerfold for music. That's what it was. Yeah.
Centerfold. You could hang it on your wall. Yes. They had the badass posters.
And shit. Yes.
Posters, dude.
Yeah.
Like
that's when music came with shit. It was valuable then.
Yes, and that's what I want to bring back.
That's
like
dope.
I don't know if you've listened to rappers like Mock Hami, stuff like that. He's like an East Coast rapper.
Send it to me though. Dude, I'll definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
He put out stuff on Bandcamp, and he's one of those guys where he's like, my music's worth $1,000. So he released an album, and it's $1,000 on Bandcamp, and people would buy it because you know it's that whole like.
But
you recognize
his whole brand though is that though he feels that he knows that, and that people see that he knows that,
and it translates, right? So if you put that belief in your music and you put that effort and like, bro, like I'll have to bring you the zine as well because I made like a partner zine to the cassette. Where it talks about the making of it. Like, I break down the samples.
It's like the background and, like...
I sample snitch on myself.
Dope.
You feel me? Like...
What's wrong with that?
Exactly. Like, I never thought anything wrong with sample snitching because I grew up watching the videos of the guys breaking down, like, oh, I took this sample from this record.
Or flipping sample. You watch them flip samples. Like,
I'm trying to do that, too.
That's sense. I mean, you know, you're telling me exactly where you got it from.
It's so cool. I love when people share, you know, and they share their background processes, you know, like I love that shit. So that's the most
important piece. A lot of people, that's why I don't go to YouTube no more because they just show you the end piece. This is what I do. But if you look off, like, man, you're doing a whole bunch of other processing over there. I want to know about that.
Right.
That's the important thing.
Music documentaries, shit like that. I loved watching that shit growing up. So that's what I want to bring back in what I do. I'm trying to start a label. It's a very slow process, and the only artists are me and my brother-in-law and like my friend that like I'm making.
I'm gonna tell you now, it's a lot of work.
It is.
I've done it.
It is.
It's a lot of work.
And that's why I'm here talking. Because I got to learn some stuff, man. You look like you've done a lot, and I'm very inspired by all this.
I've done a little bit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You've done a little bit, and I'm trying to take some notes. So
I'm here for it, bro. I'm open book.
Hell yeah, man.
My information is your information.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll definitely have to share one of those things with you because I'd love to do something like that with a project you're on or something. Because
I would love you to make me one for a project.
Because that shit is sick. That zine, I'm proud of it too. Because it's like we went out, took the photos. I made the background.
It's a whole fucking. It's a whole
world.
Yeah,
I
would love to do that because the experience of that would be something on my bucket list I didn't even know I wanted on there. You know what I'm saying? To like take a project from thought to birth to then raise it to like a year later. This is the streams we got on it. That'd be dope as fuck.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? That'd be like, dope as hell.
Like what I just saw, people posting Instagram retrospectives. Like, yo, this album came out 10 years ago. Tame Impala Currents was one that I saw recently. I don't know if you fuck with Tame Impala. He's sick. Mm-hmm. Dude, Australian pop producer. Yeah, I'll have to send him some stuff. You might have heard him on some shit. He's just everyone on the radio too, but like. He does that kind of stuff too, so I'm really inspired by people. Like that's a super connect, like directly to your fans though. Like something like that talks directly to your fans. It's not. Oh, Apple gave it to me for this or this, or I got it from Spotify for this. No, I got that directly from the artist, so it's a little more intimate. That's dope. Yeah, like I made that shit. I stapled that shit. You know, and like I sent it to you.
I need one.
Yes, I'm happy to get it to you. I need one. So silly for not bringing one. I was thinking what kind of gift, and I was like, damn. Kind of cool thing could I bring? And I didn't even think like, oh, I got this, and this. I'll have to bring that next time I come to.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see you. I'll see you again. I'm sure. So we didn't gotta worry about it.
Yes, yeah. I'm already feeling the vibe here, man. But
that's super. That's like that cassette tape thing. Like really. That really made me scroll through your page.
Fuck yeah.
Literally. I was like, I'm just scrolling with like, and I was like, oh shit. He's in Seattle. I'm like, I just came back from there. Oh shit. This dude does this. Oh shit. I was just scrolling through your page. I was kind of fanboying a little bit.
Yeah, thank you, man. What the fuck? That's so sick. And, man, that Seattle trip too, like that. Did you make it to that music museum out there?
It was closed. I was there on a Sunday. Damn. Everything in Seattle and across Canada right there is closed on Sunday. Damn. It's ridiculous. I played with that little thing outside though.
That shit's sick.
So I have a video of that.
That shit's sick.
Yeah.
If you ever make it back there. So I didn't go on my last visit, that picture one. I really wanted to, but we ended up running out of time for it. I had tickets for it. They had this thing called Seattle City Pass. Look into that shit when you go.
Okay.
It's all the tickets cut in half.
So it's like San Diego has. Like San Diego has there. Okay.
Yes, it's the same brand, I think. It's
the
same company,
okay.
So
like San Diego Go, or it's probably called Seattle Go.
Yes.
Right,
it's so sick.
That's how I got to SeaWorld. I use that with SeaWorld.
Yes, dude. Yeah, that music museum out there. I went when I was like 15 with my mom and sister, and they took me there because they're like, "You're the guitar. You play guitar. You want to go?" And I was just like, "Fuck yeah!" And they have a bunch of cool shit on Kurt Cobain and like Nirvana and like all the artists that come out there because grunge was big out there. Pearl Jam, all that fucking shit.
Seattle.
It's like what it's known for, right?
Yeah.
And like that shit. That's probably the first time I stepped in a recording studio because they have like a fake booth, or it's a real booth. You go in, it's just like they have all the labels. Yeah, like that's the sound curtain. It dampens sound. Yeah. This is the microphone. This is a condenser.
And it's like this is what it does in the studio. Oh, that's pretty dope.
It's so sick, and it lets you like record it. And bro, I still remember that shit from when I was 15, and I think that affected the rest of my life. So I was like, I gotta buy.
I pushed you on your path.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
They got me with the guitar, and I was like, I love music. It was always hard for me to write, but I was always good with computers. And I always loved hanging out with people that were more talented than me. Like I always loved being around the people that could write.
Psychologically, that is how you grow. If you hang around people like you, you will stay like that. If like basketball is my favorite thing. Is like if you play with people like you, you'll never get better. But if you play with bigger dudes that's blocking you every time, you're gonna figure out a way. You're gonna get better. Yeah. So you have to hang around people better than you. You have to admit that I'm not better. I look up to this person, and you have to tell them, and you have to hang around them so you get better than them. Right. And then you outgrow them, and then you hang out with someone else. Like that's literally life that no one really understands.
I love that.
You have to do that.
So you recognize that. I
absolutely.
Fucking love that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Dude, the people that are like student mentality. That's the student mentality coming back. Like it's important.
Always.
it's important to always learn. And I've always been surrounded by people who I thought were better at instruments and shit. So I was always like learning and just wanting. The producer part came from like, yo, you played that sick. Like, let me get the fucking mic. You know, like, you hold my phone right next to it so it sounds good. Yeah. You know, like, that was amazing. And that's kind of what propelled me into like engineering and wanting to produce, I think, you know, and like ultimately wanting to form a brand. That came later because, you know, the art comes first. And then you're like, well, I got to make myself palatable and like make people want to work with me too, you know.
Do you think that engineer, do you think that I don't want to answer it in the question. Like, do you think that having how would I say without answering it to you? The way you mix. So the way that you mix, do you think because of what mixes are out there or how people are mixing in their home studios affect how you would mix something?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
I think so, yeah. Because, like, I'm a YouTube, like, I consume from YouTube for, like, mixing advice sometimes. And there are people specifically, like, if you have a home studio, you know, you learn about the your limitations, like, soundproofing and stuff. Like, I'm just doing it in my room. I got carpet, but I don't got shit on the walls. So like, I do think it affects because like,
I mean, to a point, you don't really need nothing. I mean, they have things. Oh, my mic's not in here. That just go on the mic. Yeah. Or the shields and stuff like that. But if the rest of your room sounds like shit, then you're in trouble.
Yeah, like you can't just record drums in there and shit. Cause like I listen back to some old recordings where I'm like recording drums and it's in a garage and it's just echoes. Yeah. It's just concrete floor, metal stuff.
You hear everything.
You hear everything like it's vibrating. The fucking.
You're like, what kind of reverb is that? Oh, garage reverb.
Dude, yeah. And like at the time, it's like, oh, this sounds sick, you know. But like you get older, and you're like, I could hear the reflections, like you know. Yeah, absolutely. So I do think it does affect it.
I see it, and the reason why I'm saying I see it a lot, and to me, it used to, it 100%. My mixes would be thin. I'm like, that sounds great, but it's not how I want it to sound. It's not how this person wanted to sound. But one of the artists was like, yeah, this is perfect, you know. So I would be like, let me adjust my entire chain because this one person said something, you know what I'm saying, or because Devon Terrell said to do this, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, said to do like just and it became really where I was chasing. I was in a rabbit hole. Honestly, in a deep rabbit hole where I'm just like, what's the next tip? You give me another. What's the next tip? And it's like that. It's a drug. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you're describing my life now.
Until I backed away and actually took a look. I actually was walked in somebody else's studio, and right here, down the way, and they had a whole like analog chain set up. And I sat there, smoked with him for a little bit, and I was just looking at the chair. I was like, this is a fucking dope-ass chain they have here. And I hope they don't watch this, but I was like, they're not even using it right, you know? And then I came back and switched my chain digitally. And I was like, okay, well, then now I do want this sound. Now I do want this, and now I do. And that's why I told you earlier, I stopped fucking with YouTube because...
That's what I feel like I'm doing, because, like, I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh, I'm not doing it right.
Yeah.
You know?
See, yeah.
But it sounded fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
but right. Yeah, this guy, Chris Lord Algae, did this shit or whatever.
He don't use that fucking plug-in, man. Come on. He ain't using that shit.
It reminds me of, like, you know, when, like, Snoop put him on the bottles, and then, like, later in the interview, he's just like, I'm not drinking that shit. Yeah, and you're just like, put it on the bottle. Yeah. Like,
even 50 Cent. That wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like...
Damn, you just put me on game. I'm already picking something up. Yeah,
a lot of people who make. I want to make my own plugin, but I actually want to use it. Like if I can find a company that would really work with me and be like, I need my current chain and plug in right now. I want to be able to warm a vocal in the preamp. I want to be able to EQ and slide it around. Like I want to be able to have these 5 to 6 things pop up every time and to be one plugin. That'd be dope,
dude. That would be so
I mean, they
dope.
have, you know, like the Sheps channel, which is super dope. Like that's always my backup. Yeah. You can slide stuff around. Of course, UAD has stuff like that. The whole mix rack.
I got a channel rack from them.
Channel rack. Yeah.
I use one of those.
So it's something like that. If I can make something like that, but make it as simple as possible, with like a feed-forward compressor instead of a feedback one, so there's no thinking in it. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't that make more fucking sense?
Yeah.
So let's try. That's my secret. That's my secret. My first compressor is a feed forward compressor.
Fuck.
I ain't gotta dial shit in.
Damn.
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
I should bleep that out. That out.
I'm gonna keep that. I don't know about the internet. Just put me on game. I'm gonna have to watch you do that shit. Maybe you've done that in one of your mixing sessions.
Yeah.
Have you done that? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to pay some closer attention.
I've always used the same chain. It's just been like I've made adjustments because if you walk into $1 million studio, it's equipment. They're not switching the flow of their chain. Right. They're literally using the same fucking chain. They're just adjusting, switching the mic and adjusting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I really loved watching like the videos when people are like, make your own presets. Mm-hmm. Like, fuck with it until you think it sounds cool. Don't just click the defaults. Like, learn this shit, make it, and make your own preset so you know what to do when a dude's whose voice sounds like that pops up in your studio again, and you just use that.
It's called your desk. You're making a desk.
Oh shit! Okay.
Every engineer has a desk because you're like literally. My laptop sounds the same as the studio. That's my desk. We call it a chain now. You know, the kids call it chain now, but back then it was a desk. I want to run it through that desk because I want that sound. I want Dre's sound, so I want Dre's desk. You know, or I want Chris Lord Alge, or I want Shep's desk, like. Because
they're not fucking moving those things around. You're right. Yeah, it all runs the same. Yeah. They just change it per thing.
No one talks about that on YouTube.
I like that.
No one says that to you. No one does that. Like.
Damn, that's fire. Holy shit.
Yeah, that changes. Keep the same chain. If you keep the same chain, you solid, and you would address the problems in your room. If you have echoey room, run a deverber first. Run a sound suppressor first. Clean your audio first. And then run into your chain. Now you're running clean audio into your chain. It's easy. No one's talking about that though, right? Yeah. Everyone's just telling you what you should do with this compressor instead of saying this is what you should do with your damn chain.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like seeing the whole picture versus just like one part.
I guess that keeps you coming back too, but I'm kind of like nice to meet you. Let's meet and do what you got to do and see you later. Yeah. Ask me questions, whatever.
Yeah, I love that. Hell yeah, man. How long have you been doing this? Like, what would you... Your hours, like, the 10,000 hours, are you already at like 15,000, do you think? Or are you at 20,000?
I've been working in studios for over 20 years.
Oh, shit.
Since 1999. 1999 is when I really, my mom was like, go do it. Like, if this is what you want to do it. I got your back. Just finish school. That's all I do is finish school. I finished school. I did it in college. When I went to college, I finished college. Don't even use my degree. You know what I'm saying?
What did you finish with?
I have A+ certification, so computer science.
Oh shit!
I use it sometimes when I need to fix the computer here.
Yeah, but you're like, I can figure this out.
Yeah, right. Or I'm that guy when somebody has an issue in the family, like, oh, bring it over, I'll fix it. But other than that, like, I never went to school for music. I was always in the right place at the right time, and my family has been in music since forever. I actually got in the studio for the first time by way of Funkmaster Flex. I was with my uncle. He ran sound for him. We were in the studio, and they had went out. I don't know if they went to smoke or went to the desk or whatever, but I stayed in there with the engineer. All those fucking shiny buttons, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Yeah, that's where I wanted to be.
And you were just asking questions, just watching.
Just asking questions. He let me sit there for the rest of the session next to him. It was pretty, instead of back on the fucking couch, with everyone else.
That warms my fucking heart, dude.
Yeah, bro. That was the beginning of Killa Kang. You know what I'm saying? That was the beginning.
That is lovely.
Since that day. And I was 17.
That's a movie story right there. That's like, like the classic nostalgia. You're looking back and it's like, you're asking the question. That's so sick.
Yeah, I'm like that little fucking kid. Like, I can picture it. Like, it's so crazy. And they were cool. It's cool to be around people that were cool to allow me to do that. You know what I'm saying? To allow me to dream as a kid. And that's literally what I want to do for people. A lot of just dream, man. Everyone I know should own a business. If you like engineering, you should be fucking engineering somewhere. Yeah. And making money doing it.
Fuck yeah.
Because there's someone who doesn't want to engineer, that wants to rap, that needs that service.
Yes.
Yes. So be a perfect team.
Yeah. Dude, I love that. Damn, that's very inspiring. I fucking love that.
So do it.
I'm working on it. That's the goal, man.
Where do you want to take this brand?
Ideally, I have like a outline for a label that I've been working on.
You have a name for the label?
Yes, it's. I was calling it Punch Records, like glass of punch.
Okay.
But also like a mix because I come from garage bands and stuff.
You can have it like holding a mug,
maybe
a fist, and then punch in there. Like,
maybe. So I've had a design. We might have to rework it just for if I were to release it again. But my fiance, many years ago, when I came up with this idea, it's been an idea in the making for a long time. I was just like, oh, I want to call it Punch Records. I'm going to have punk bands. But the punch label is going to be just like a glass of punch with fruits around it. And it's going to be super colorful. And I'm going to put that shit next to some guy.
People were like, what? Yeah.
You know, exactly. Like, because
it's going to be organic fruit around it.
Some G.G. Allen shit and like a cute little label on it. Like Fruit of the Loom almost. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I always like
nice
doing that.
Subtle.
Yeah, because I've always, like, I feel like I'm a nice looking dude. And like, I try to be a sweetie and stuff. And I listen to very aggressive music sometimes, you know, so that throws people off. Yeah. They're just like, oh, fuck, you know, like, you know, I listen to everything, but you know, on shuffle it might come up that like a hardcore band like Incendiary or some shit comes up and it's just heavy, and I was like, whoa,
it's
where'd
just
that
noise,
come from, buddy? Yeah, like Slipknot, whoa, you know, people equal shit. Whoa, yo, like, hey, where'd that come from? I'm just like, oh, I love that band.
I know, as I'm turning it
up,
up.
Listen to this part.
I love this song.
Yeah. But yeah, it came from that. I wanted to be a little bit like hit it on the side. But Punch Records, I've been working on it. I'm currently working on an album right now, actually. I'm in a band as well. I play bass in a band called Sherblotto. Shout out Israel and Alexi, my boys in the band.
Sherblotto?
Sherblotto.
Okay.
You know, have you ever smoked the strain Sherblotto?
No, I haven't.
So it's a strain.
Okay, that's dope.
That's for that's the real story. I forgot we've changed it, you know, for our moms. I told my mom one time I sold my homie out Israel so bad because he's the brain of the band. He wrote all the songs, and we just fleshed it out. Oh, my homie Alexi plays drums and he wrote all the drums. But he wrote majority of the bass lines. I just learned them. Yeah. But that album, it's going to be some weird alt-punk jazz epic. I'm calling it. And when I'm mixing it right now.
So it's already recorded?
It's recorded. I think we're missing one song and he's working on it. But like 90% of the album has been recorded. So I'm super pumped about it. And I think I want that to be the first release, so I gotta flesh out the brand. I got a logo, so I'm gonna do that. I have like half a website up, you know. I got Wix going. I started it like a year ago.
Make sure you sell directly to consumer. Make sure you have that as an option. Sell directly to consumer first, then the second option should be streaming.
Okay.
Especially with a band.
Yeah, that's
because band fans pay money.
You know that whole flu thing, the cassette, the scene. I'm gonna do that for Sherblotto. Yeah, I'm gonna do the design. I'm gonna try to do the design.
I'm gonna come see you, man. I'm gonna get that for one of my projects.
Dude, yes.
I definitely want to come see you. That's super dope. I love that. That's a dope ass fucking idea.
Thank you, man. I'm bringing back that old school style. You know, you get a lyric booklet, man. You know, I want that shit back. I want track listings and stuff. Yeah. Like, I like collecting
thanks.
vinyl.
Remember these special thanks, and there'd be a whole bunch of names down there, man.
Like Tyler blew my mind. I don't know if you fuck with Tyler, the creator, but like. Igor came out. He puts all songs produced, created all that shit. Tyler Acoma, like
I saw interviews about that. It was like no one's doing that, but he's like I should be doing that.
And it inspires, you know. And like that's the shit I saw. Like I have him on my leg. I got him tattooed. I love Tyler the Creator with all my heart, bro.
That's dope.
And so
he's an artist. He's definitely an artist, not a musician. No. He's a fucking artist,
bro. Yes. Oh my god, I love that. Yeah. And so I'm taking his inspiration. I'm gonna put that on Sherblotto, and I'm hoping. That'll be the first release on Punch Records for the label.
That's dope.
And I'm starting in the home studios, but I'm checking out studio spaces, man, because that's one of my goals. I want one of these too, you know. And I know it's a few years down the line, but I'm checking it out.
It's not. Why?
Time, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, I shouldn't limit myself.
It'll come when it's ready to come. Right?
This is down the line for me somewhere. Then soon, hopefully.
When it comes,
So I really felt inspired watching your channel and just coming on here talking to you is sick as fuck.
Hell yeah.
So
man.
Just getting inspiration from this area. You know, I'm already making plans in my head of like how can I help you out?
You don't need much. If you I see other studios actually have the engineer room and everything in one room. They just have the mic sitting right there. Yeah, artists are okay with that. Yeah, some artists like that. Some artists like me to mic them up in there next to it because it's more intimate.
I've seen
so they want to record with me in the room. Yeah. It sucks for me because they're like yelling in my ear the whole time. But but they see that on YouTube and they want to like I'm gonna do that. I'm like you should be in there. But all right, cool, you could be in there. But yeah, so that would be okay too. A little warehouse or some shit.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, man. I'm making plans. So
Yeah, making plans.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to get
That's
Punch
important.
Records. Yeah, I want that. I want a record label, or online label, whatever version of that is now.
I mean, that's a
The
record
digital,
label now.
yeah, like the digital record label.
Are you going to be accepting like stuff from like other artists, other bands outside?
I want to. I think I'm gonna start friends first.
Mm-hmm.
Like the homies that I find really talented that I've always tried to follow and help out in some degree. I want to start with them. I've made some projects with some rappers that I'd love to like re-release. Be like, hey, I made this label. Can I kind of like put the sticker on there real quick? Like I put on the back one.
Maybe remix it.
Yeah, remix it.
Update
exactly.
Let me update the mix and.
Yes, and maybe make a booklet and a cassette for you, man, for this re-release. Maybe we can make a new album cover.
That would be
like
dope
that.
to just do that. Hey man, I like this song. Do you mind if we remix it and then put it out under my label?
Yes.
So you just do label remix. Yes. With a cassette where they can only purchase it.
Yeah, and then the money goes to that artist, man. Because I want to run stuff like legit. I want to be one of those dudes that they talk about like in a way that dude was fair. I try to be fair, so I want to be fair with artists that I work with.
They can't say shit bad about you.
Exactly. I want to be like,
That's
did
the
this
best
work.
way to run business.
Yeah, like
Best
I
way.
did my work. This is going to be my portion of it, and I hope you recognize that.
Mm-hmm.
We got a contract. I know you did this amount of work, and I'm going to recognize that so we both make the money we're supposed to in the long run.
So we're both eating.
We're both eating, and no one feels slighted or anything. Yeah, because I've always been, I come from a family, siblings. I've always wanted to feel fair, and my parents worked real hard and did a great job at treating us fairly,
That's good.
So I tried